presentation on the free on for sale item listing app that I've made. All right, well, we have an API gateway. It's pretty cool. It has basically a WebSocket backend. There is a route selection key. The only route that we have at this point is this client auth data, which was meant to be the first step in a multi-step authentication process. However, now we just simply take the user's username and password and write that directly to the file. And sorry, by write directly to the file, I mean store it in the secrets manager. So these are theoretically usernames, which should have secure passwords stored with them. Amazing. This is obviously the worst possible way to do it, but that is what I was able to accomplish in the time that we have. If we look at the Lambda function itself, we have what is registering the user, and that's technically true, I suppose, by storing their username and password. Basically, looking at the code, this is what will send a WebSocket reply back to the client. This is something that I had quite a bit of trouble with. And the way that this was resolved was through adjusting the permissions on the Lambda function on the user role. So we look at what we need to have visually. We've got permission to execute through the API gateway, and that's necessary to send basically a WebSocket response, like to push information back to the client through a WebSocket connection, which is sort of an always-on type connection. Otherwise, we just have permissions here for managing our secrets. Beyond that, I do have everything set up with Route 53, a certificate manager pointing to, a CloudFront instance hosted off of an S3 bucket. I did all of that. However, there was an issue actually building my page. So the current demo is just running on this development server here. Going back to the application, I basically have, user interface elements set up for updating events, for marking, let's see. By default, we're allowed to create a new event. So if we make an event in Alewife, give it a title, it will show up on the map. You can click it and you'll see the event. The only element of this application that actually is connected to the back end right now is the sign up page, which opens a WebSocket connection. And all it does is it saves whichever username and password you've written. And there it's done. Now, there are endless issues with this, so I will be remiss to find ABC not actually stored here. That's a huge bummer. We can look at the CloudFront logs, CloudWatch logs. Actually found the issue. The reason that the secrets are not being saved to the secret manager is that I included this little helper function here from the client in the Lambda function without actually defining it. So we can go ahead and do that. Should be fine. Now this was just a neat little feature I added to create a new item when the user tries to log in, just so we can verify that what we've done on the server has more of an effect than just saving usernames and passwords. So I've also gone ahead and added little live demo logging statements. I've not tested this. So we should be able to take a further look at the CloudWatch logs. Let's clear everything, cancel, and start logging again. We will open up the page again and sign up with a new account. Okay. And it takes a little bit of time to hear back from the server. Great. Did it add any items already? No. But what I should see is that we've received authentication data, including the username and the password. Epona, the name of Zelda's horse. Okay. We do have an error that the secret Zelda already exists. That means that in the time that I've tested this, it actually was already added to the secrets manager, and we can give it another try with a new username. Boom. We can see link. The password is Triforce. All right, well, the next thing that should be working is in the repository. I have a little fake database. We should be adding events, simulated events that would use the toDate function. But I've commented that out. Okay, that should work now. We'll log into GitHub using the secret in the secrets manager that provides authentication access to GitHub. And once we are able to log in, we should be able to actually update these secrets in real time. Yeah, what do we know? They have updated. As for why they don't update on the page, that I don't know. That when we created these users, at least once we have the code working, we are able to create this new item just simply in the GitHub repository on the quote-unquote database.json file. If we go back now to the web app, we can see that that file actually, after clearing my browser cache, has the updated lost cat. This is taken directly from the JSON file, which was written by the AWS Lambda function. If we sign up again, we've created another lost cat. Oh my gosh. Let's meet the lost cat. Done.